Welcome to McDonald's.
I said, you're supposed to offer me the extra McRib for $1. And she said, well, it don't look like you need the extra McRib. Excuse me, bitch?
Big Mac value pack. Make it two, please.
We are live.
Live on the air right now.
It is February 26th.
Hitting a little nighttime cast. The official McDonald's podcast.
You're
You know what
live.
time it is. Yeah, it's basically. It's as live as it gets, actually. This is as live as I've been all week, actually. I've been big
Can I tell
time sad boys. Yeah.
Can I tell you something?
Yeah, let me hear.
I've been thinking about opening these beers up since about 1:15 p.m.
You could have called me at 10 o'clock this morning. I'd have been about it.
Yeah, I bought some Carlsbergs on the side of these stouts.
Yeah.
Just as oh shit, I know they had them at Giant Eagle. And the first one got opened yesterday at 4 p.m. And then I got into them today at 5:15. So I actually managed a little better today.
That was nice.
But yeah, I'm starting to really like drinking again.
Dude, I can't recommend it enough. So Taya, she flew out on Sunday, so Sunday night, and then Monday. I've just been bachelor all week, and I got unexplainably drunk on Monday. Like,
Yes.
unexplainably. I was
Yes.
I literally had Jameson on the rocks for dinner. It was like,
Oh.
it was, that's what I said, man. I've been just sad boy status all this, you know what I mean? Just not taking care of myself, just because
I do that like maybe once or twice a year, just liquor for dinner.
It's not my steady diet, but when you do crack into that meal, it's solid.
Every time you manage to convince yourself like it'll be okay. Like this is a good enough dinner. This is good enough.
At one point, I did Google how many calories is one shot of Jameson, and then I realized if I was just drinking my calories this whole time, dude, I'd be in great shape.
What do you mean?
If I just stopped eating and was just exclusively drinking, dude, you could be
Oh,
in
incredible shape, yeah.
yeah, you'd be in really good shape.
Coffee has 0 calories. It's all I drink until like 3 p.m.
Yeah, although I drink a lot of water, but I pretty much just drink black coffee until I run out, and then I just switch to iced tea.
Yep. I drink water at that point. Fun's over.
You need to. I'm telling you, man, you need to get on the iced tea game.
I don't know how you've never had kidney stones. Because I've had kidney stones before, and like, I mean, I'll do a tea every now and then just for fun, but I can't make like a steady diet out of it.
Well, you got to go unsweet.
Is there? Well, first of all, unsweet isn't good. It's terrible. It sucks.
You know what? I was once like you, but
I
once
think
you
it still gives you kidney stones too.
no, it's the sugar. Once you go unsweet, though, you will not go back to sweet. Everyone, like, I'll get sweet tea at like Chick-fil-A or McDonald's, but not at home. At home, I'm exclusively going unsweetened.
Yeah, makes sense. When I cook at home, I use a lot less butter, salt, sugar, all that. Try and make it a little healthier at home.
I use so much butter.
Using
Thanks
my
a lot.
wife's cooler that her work gave her to hold my beers.
Dude, I've been going into work with this. Can you see what this is?
The birth center.
Yeah, the only lunchbox I have is the cooler bag we got from when my daughter was born.
Beats
Yeah, I'm
Planned
walking-
Parenthood.
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, the birth center. I mean, it keeps my sandwich. Actually, it doesn't keep my sandwich cold at all. By the time I eat lunch, everything's lukewarm.
You don't keep your shit in the fridge?
I'm too embarrassed to go to their fridge and put my birth center lunchbox in there. So I just let it sit at my desk and just get room temperature through that the entire day.
Dude, just like take the shit out of the bag, the cooler, and put it in
Yeah.
the fridge.
But I also sit on the opposite side of the refrigerator, and
Yeah.
I'm getting a little self conscious of how much I get up from my desk because
That is
You're
a fair point. Yeah.
I go to the bathroom all the time. Like, I go to get cups of water. Dude, they have a coffee machine that you just press a button and you just get coffee. I drink like 6 cups of coffee a day at my office, including the one that I drink on my way in.
What's
It's
the brand, do you know?
Of the coffee machine?
Yeah. Curious.
I have no idea. I'm sure I could do some reverse engineering and find out.
I got a similar one. You just press a button, and it's like whole beans. It grounds the beans as it makes the coffee.
It's
Yeah, that's
similar,
insane. It's so easy.
It's similar to the machine you got, but this one's definitely tailored for an office. It's not. It's not a. Dude, it's crazy. They have all these coffee options, and then they have a hot chocolate option. And I was
Oh,
talking to my coworker. I'm like, who was getting hot chocolate at the office? And then I walked
end
up.
the day.
I walked up to someone getting hot chocolate the other day, and I'm like, oh, this is the person that's really here for.
Kind of like crazy. You'd think about like nobody would ever get hot chocolate. The people that would get hot chocolate are the exact same people that would never drink coffee.
You think so?
It's a 1-to-1 correlation. I don't ever drink coffee. Is the exact same person that's like, I drink a lot of hot chocolate. Taking a picture of the inside of your can here?
No, there's
Oh,
a
you trying to sue him?
no, there's a block of ice in here. It's like frozen solid. It was like something.
Oh, brother, your first Guinness.
Yeah, I told you, first time in a long time.
Clearly.
I was thinking I had a lawsuit on my hands. Is there
Chad, Chad roast Brennan real quick. He doesn't
Yeah.
really understand that Guinnesses have. I don't really know what that thing is, but it's in there.
Wait, what is it?
I don't know, but it's something. It's a thing that's in there to keep it fresh or to keep it level through travel.
I'll
I
tell
don't
you
know.
one, I'm very impressed by how fresh this really is.
They're good, dude. Yeah, I'm telling you.
Yeah,
I'm
they
surprised
really-
you don't really do them often.
I'm probably going to start incorporating them into my diet. They
That's
They're
the
really
thing
good.
is, you go to a bar, they don't really have like stouts on draft. Pretty rare they have stouts on draft actually, but they'll almost always have Guinness.
yeah, I'm ridiculously impressed by how good this is. Although, dude, they're expensive. 8 of them was like $16.
Yeah, $2. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, I'm coming from a strictly.
Well, you're a Bud Light pricing kind of guy. Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say that's the bar.
Yeah, I gotta tell you, brother, this is it's pretty standard actually.
Yeah, I mean, $2 for beers. If I went to a bar and they were serving $2 beers, I would be really happy. So,
Dude, you gotta visit. Actually, the bar right behind our place is Bud Light pints, $2.75 all day, every day.
oh, John, I would be unemployed. Very
The bar
quickly.
actually, yeah, the bar behind our house actually, like,
$2.75 Bud Light pints all day, every day.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
crazy. That is crazy.
yeah, they have all day happy hours as well. They like
Wow.
encourage. It's the deals that they have are insane.
Can you walk there?
Oh yeah, I open my garage and I can see it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's
How's the-
amazing.
How's the food?
It's pretty average. It's pretty much bar food, but
Dude, for $2.75 Bud Lights, who cares?
yeah, and they got 80-cent wings, which like now is a deal on Sundays.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so like I think 4 of the past 5 Sundays I've gone and just eaten wings at the bar by myself.
What time do they open?
11.
That's awesome. That's
Yeah.
awesome. That's a find, dude.
Dude, I'm telling you, and it wasn't hard. I literally just had to leave my
Yeah,
house.
they had
It's
to look
right there.
outside. I'd
But,
I'd
I'm
say
moving
shout the name
soon,
out,
so-
but no free plugs. No free
Oh.
plugs on the McDonald's podcast.
I'll shout out Pastimes Bar and Grill or Pub and Grill.
I will censor this. Another common Ohio W.
Yeah, I have to say, dude, we're getting pretty into the weeds of the house hunting in Pittsburgh, and I'm just kind of soaking
you?
in. Again, next weekend we're going to go to Pittsburgh and check them out.
Oh, nice.
Actually, look at some. Yeah, it'll be interesting.
That'd be
So,
cool.
yeah, it should be pretty interesting. Just kind of like getting the last out of Columbus I can, going to the bar every week.
If you want to, I can sell you my house at 20% above market rate.
Dude,
I'm willing to do that.
I appreciate the offer.
Talk it over with the old lady. 20% above market value. It's a pretty good deal right now.
It's like an hour from my parents. It's like 2.5, 3 hours from her parents.
Yeah, it's nowhere near where you're trying to buy, but
No. 0. Not
But
near
the-
any family,
no. But think about the money you could save. That we
except
could
for
just
my
bypass.
parents.
We could bypass all sorts of lawyer fees and real estate fees. We could really do this under the table.
Well,
Really?
apparently Pennsylvania caps the real estate fee, the realtor fee at 4%.
I have no reference to if that's high or low.
I don't know. Either way, I was like, dude, if it's like $3,000, just like fucking pay the lady. Honestly, like I don't care. You
Yeah,
know, like
I'm-
it's a house. Like in the grand scheme of a house, like a couple extra thousand isn't going to, deter us one way or another.
Well, I was thinking too about, dude, the amount of things that you have to do when you buy a house. They don't tell you that in real estate school. I'd be so underqualified to do that myself.
I don't know. There's a whole bunch of basically you get the main headline item, and then there's all these little itemized things in your receipt.
Yeah, but even things when you're negotiating, talking about when you're doing house inspections, and there's just so much stuff that goes into it that if I had to try to navigate that myself, I would be not in a great spot.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, 100%, dude. I just don't think I have the attention span for any of that stuff. I think we had a 2-hour call with the woman, our realtor. Yeah, I mean, it was way more in depth than I wanted it to be. I was prepared for about 25 minutes. And then after 25 minutes, and after the fourth line of numbers, I just can't focus anymore.
I would have politely said in 25 minutes, look, you can keep going, but I am so checked out right now.
Dude, I can't. I'm so embarrassed. But luckily, my wife, Marissa, is is a lot smarter and more focused than I am. So she can pay attention. She has no problem paying attention. She just worked for 8 hours, 10 hours.
Oh.
So she has no problem doing that. That's the thing, though. The plight of someone that doesn't really work very hard and also didn't really do very well in school. I don't think it's very difficult for us to pull that stuff off. You can just turn it on.
Yeah, it would be actually kind of messed up if she put that on you.
It'd be fucked up. It would. And don't get me wrong, she never would. She would absolutely never trust me with something like that. But if it were a solo effort, I'd be fucked.
Yeah, no, I can absolutely appreciate that. We all got our, we all play our role, though,
Exactly.
And mine's certainly not in real estate.
No, dude. I have definitely a specific lane.
Honestly, I hope to get to a point. I gotta start figuring out how to just make enough that I can outsource everything in my life.
Yeah.
Just start outsourcing everything. I mean, someone to go buy my groceries or cook dinner for me.
You can get there.
Clean my house. We'll see. I think how much do you think a private chef costs a year? I bet you it's really expensive.
So I actually was just thinking about that today as I was cooking dinner for Marissa. I think you would have to pay a private chef at least $50,000 a year.
John,
I say that
on the head.
Really?
Google AI says between 50 and 120 a year. But
I have to say, 50,000 is not enough money to private chef.
Oh, definitely not. They say that including groceries and potentially exceeding 150,000 for a full-time high-end chef.
So that's the thing, is if you're paying for the groceries and you're counting that towards the overall salary, a deviation of money, then yeah, I could see it getting up to 100, 120. But you're gonna spend, your chef is gonna spend 30,000, 40,000.
Oh, that might good.
I say that, but that's almost $1,000 a week on groceries, which is
not 30,000. That's okay. Actually, yeah, that's a lot on food.
It's a lot on food.
That's
what is that? That's $400 a week. That seems kind of fair.
No, if you're spending $500 a week, you're spending 26,000 a year. So that's a lot of food. Although chances are, if you got a private chef, you're not just cooking for two. You're probably cooking for, and you figure the private chef probably gives themselves a meal
for
every
family
once in a while. Yeah.
Yeah, I think technically the private chef is supposed to. Well, I don't actually know anything about private chefs.
No, I know nothing about it.
I don't know anything. I haven't even gone through a rabbit hole. My algorithm is 0% private chef. I think they should be able to make their own meal within the overall encompassment of the meal.
You're talking about it's just daily life. You're just living chopped. They're make me a dinner with rotisserie chicken, jelly beans, broccoli, and cream of mushroom soup. They're just
No, I just mean if you're making if you're making chicken cordon bleu for dinner, you're having chicken cordon bleu for dinner. You know what I'm saying now?
Oh, you're okay. You're saying that the chef's making themselves a meal too.
Yeah, one extra serving for the chef.
Dude, I wouldn't. Could you imagine? Would you rather have the chef eating at table with you and your family, or eating in another room on a TV tray?
Depends how lonely I am, but instantly I would want them to be in another room.
Oh, really? I was thinking part of the fam.
See, I personally would want them part of the fam because I feel bad and I'm awkward. But if I have like that much money where I'm hiring a professional chef,
Yeah.
yeah, I'd probably want them just like, dude,
You think
just
you think you're so cold and jaded at that point? You're like, just get out of here.
if I have earned enough money in my career, I will absolutely be that jaded. I'll definitely be the person that people are like, oh yeah, I worked for that guy like 10 years ago. He's a total fucking dick.
I remember old man Robertson before you got big.
Dude, that guy, even his wife is a bitch. Yeah. That's the level I'm trying to reach.
Damn, that's true. That's true. I'm trying to think. Private chef's the really only thing I can think that you would outsource. I mean, what other? Like, I guess a private driver, but I bet you that's not as expensive as you think. If you just
Oh,
move
your
everywhere.
landscaping you could outsource. I mean, we
That's
can't
true.
because HOA covers it, but
Yeah, we
generally.
Yeah, I'm trying. I mean, I'm talking about everyday tasks. Landscaping is like a 2-3 time a year kind of thing.
A year? No, it's every 2 weeks.
I guess if you have hedges, you gotta trim and stuff like that.
Yeah, you gotta trim hedges and you gotta mow the lawn.
Oh, try me thinking about cutting grass.
Yes, brother. That's part of
Oh.
landscaping.
Yeah,
That's
you,
like
you are right.
80% of it.
That's a huge part of landscaping is cutting grass.
Yeah, I mean, I would do the chef before the landscaper. Because,
Yeah,
like, cooking
no,
is
that's true.
actually, well, first of all, it affects your health, and then secondly, it's such a pain in the fucking ass, dude.
I'm cooking way more than I'm landscaping. That's for sure.
Yep, cooking daily, dude. And then when I start peeling that potato, knowing I then gotta slice and dice it, and then I gotta roast it for an hour, like, dude, that could all be done while I'm closing deals.
True. That's true. I'm over here.
I'm in the board meetings. I'm in the business room.
I'll tell you, I'm too busy consulting P&E ratios to be peeling my potatoes, but I do certainly dice them and roast them.
Profits and errors. See, I don't even know what that means.
P&E, I actually don't know what P&E means on the top of my head, but I do know it's a
Why'd you
common,
say it?
they're very common in when you're talking finances. I can't remember. Dude, I took so many economics courses. I know P&E is supposed to mean something. It's something about the amount that a stock costs versus how much each share of that stock costs. But I can't remember what P stands for or what E stands for. But that's the basic gist of it. P&E ratio. I'm consulting them way too much. Too busy closing to be learning the definitions of all of these things. I just need to know the outcomes.
Brother, dude, now you're really talking business. Just hand me the baby type shit.
Yeah. You tell me I'm only looking at outcomes. I'm not looking at anything else. I'm just.
Oh, shit.
What?
I'm sorry, there's 30 seconds left, and Maryland is tied with Michigan State. I gotta pay attention to this.
Oh, that's fine. They playing right now?
Yeah.
Is Maryland ranked?
Oh, yeah, they're 16th, and Michigan State's 8th. Luckily,
Oh, wow.
either way, my bet is gonna hit as long as this ends in regulation.
Oh, nice. Would you take the under?
I took the under, and I took Michigan State plus 4.5. So even if Maryland hits a 3-pointer, Michigan State still covers. Holy shit, Maryland's got the ball. 5 seconds left. 4. Pulls up. Okay, well, it's overtime.
It's overtime? Oh, no.
Yeah. What? I think Michigan State just hit a shot to win it.
Live reaction. See, this is what the people are tuning in for. They're
Dude,
tuning in for the
no
raw
way.
energy. I mean, this is
Yeah,
just
chat, look at this.
chat. What we got here?
Chat,
What we got here, chat?
did they get that shot off in time?
Chat, I'll be honest with you, I can't see the TV at all.
Dude, live reaction.
Wait, so Michigan State will win?
I put my headphones back on when Maryland missed the shot, and then I look up, and Michigan State's bench is clearing, and it's 58-53.
Wow.
So I can't even... Okay, we miss it with 2 seconds left. He hits a half-court buzzer beater. It counted.
It counted?
He hit a buzzer
that
beater
bet?
halftime.
Did you get that,
All
chat?
right, well, both my fucking bets hit, so...
Dude, so hold up. So Michigan State is 8 and Maryland's 16, and
Yep.
Maryland was favored 4.5.
Yeah, Maryland's on a fucking hot streak.
I did watch them play. Didn't they just play USC on Friday?
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched that game. I watched a lot of basketball this weekend. It's amazing once I just became a bachelor again, how much my basketball intake went up. I mean, it was like a hockey stick of activity. That it was just
Speaking
like
of, dude, I think I'm going to get into hockey. I think
Good
I'm going to
luck.
skip basketball entirely. I'm just going to get into hockey.
Who are you going to root for? You going to be a Capitals fan?
I'm gonna do the Capitals this season
Okay,
because they're in first place,
that's
and
fair.
Ovi's chasing that record,
Yeah, that's
and
true.
and then I'm gonna try and root for the Penguins going forward.
Ooh,
I know it's gonna be interesting. That's
dude,
why I'm
don't
giving
be
myself like a.
a Penguins fan.
No, I've thought about it. I'm moving to Pittsburgh. I hate the Steelers, so I have to give them something. Like I have to give some concessions to the city I'm giving my life to.
I guess that's fair because actually I have zero animosity towards the Pirates. I mean, no,
Oh yeah, dude, the Pirates are sick.
yeah,
I don't care about the Pirates at all.
I wouldn't
I,
define them as sick, but I could care less about the Pirates, and especially
I don't mind them. I think the Pirates are kind of like the NL version of the Orioles. So
yeah,
I
agree
like
with that.
I can like really relate to that a lot.
They actually
The
might be a worse run franchise than we are.
Oh, they actually are. Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
the only franchise
Who
run
did they
worse
have?
than the Orioles.
Who they they had that like 6'7" shortstop that was sick. What was his name again? I can't even remember.
That Andrew McCutcheon.
Is that him?
That was like their guy for a while. He was on the cover of the show.
Oh, it was definitely not this guy. It was.
Paul Skeens? Are you thinking
I
about the
don't.
pitcher?
No, dude was like a shortstop. He was O'Neal Cruz. Yeah, he was. He played center field and shortstop. He's 6'7". He was huge. He was from the Dominican Republic. He did not.
Oh,
He's still in the Pirates. Yeah.
yeah, I
he's,
recognize the name.
Dang, he had 140 hits last year. That's pretty good. 259 batting average. I think actually I'm going to go full in on the Orioles this year. I think I really need to completely buy in now that they're a respectable franchise again. And by respectable, I mean actually, yeah, they were like one in the AL for a long time last year.
I'm sorry. I'm just so focused on that Maryland game for a second here. Yeah, fuck it. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna go Pens. I'm moving to Pittsburgh. The Pirates are shit. The Steelers I fucking hate. And then her parents love the Penguins. Her dad watches every Penguins game. Actually, the weirdest thing, he records them and then he watches them on 2x speed.
That
Yeah.
is maybe the move, actually.
It kind of is, honestly. And you
Yeah.
could take that and you could apply it to baseball if you will, like if you want.
Yeah.
He'll literally just like hit his recording DVR and then just hit fast forward.
I could.
And then he locks in.
If I was a fan of the team, I don't think I'd be able to do that because I would want to. I wouldn't be able to let myself watch it later. But
Flip side, though.
I mean, dude, you're watching 82. So hockey's 82 games, right?
Yeah, we'll call it that.
Yeah, I think hockey's a lot.
That's
of
that's
82.
literally the NBA. I don't know if hockey's. I think hockey's the same, but I know NBA is 82.
Yeah, I know NBA is 82, so I'm going to go ahead and say that the NHL operates the exact same as the NBA. They're basically
Yeah, they start in the winter, they
Mhm.
end in the summer.
yeah,
the same.
the winter sports. They do the same thing. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and just assume that.
Yeah,
So yeah, if you got 82 games a year and you're really trying to watch some film, I actually respect that. That's a power move, dude.
dude, and like I mean, you basically have two options. You can watch the game sped up,
Mhm.
or you can watch the YouTube extended highlights, which are like 15 minutes.
But hockey's a game I feel like you can't watch just the highlights. Like football, you can just watch. Baseball is the highlight sport. You can only watch highlights for baseball and be completely informed.
Honestly, football's kind of similar too, where like each play is its own isolated event, and so you can kind of like
Sure.
screen cap it into a highlight very
Well,
easily.
Well, if we're really breaking down film, I was about to say I feel like so much of football can be just complete filler. Because even basketball, there's tons of things happening on the play that are completely unrelated to the play, whereas football's not the same, and I'm not a hockey guy, but I have to imagine in the same sentiment that they're the exact same as the NBA, that there's a lot of things happening in hockey that are not directly related to the play.
I don't know, actually. It's hard to say. I would disagree almost.
That's
Because
fine.
I think basketball, no, it's not fun. No. But basketball is so condensed that anything that's happening, I mean, to be fair, like anything that's happening on a pro level is probably extremely intentional. But like
Probably, yeah.
every pick that's being placed in basketball, just like every motion in football, has like an overarching, role in the play.
That's true. There's a lot of tight ends making blocks that don't get on the ESPN top 10 plays. That's what I was just talking about with the Ravens. Do you see the Ravens talking about letting go of Mark Andrews?
Oh, I didn't know we were going to let go of him.
So, so apparently, I don't know Eric DeCoster's exact quote, but it was along the lines of,
I saw the numbers of cap savings and stuff, yeah.
oh, well, the cap savings would be huge. But no, Eric DeCoster got asked straight up, will you let go of Mark Andrews? And he pretty much just said, like, he's been great to have on the team for a long time. No one's a bigger fan of him than me, and we're just going to see how things play. Like whatever the phrasing was, it was kind of like we appreciated his time with us.
That's fair. Yeah, I'd cut him. If you were to tell me we save 6.5 on cutting him, and then we spend that 6.5 on say like 2 Jadeveon Clowneys,
Yeah,
I would do that. Yeah,
that's
I would do
easy
that.
easy peasy.
Or we sign like a safety.
You think we need a safety?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Dude, Marcus Williams got benched.
That is true. He actually played really bad.
Like if we can get a safety to pair with Kyle and our other safety, Chuck Clark. No, Chuck is like on the Jets by now.
The Ravens pipeline. No, who was the guy? Darius Washington, the guy who.
I thought he was a corner. Oh, that came in and like played admirably at safety.
Yeah, remember the guy who stopped
Yeah.
Joe Mixon on like the 1 yard line on 4th and goal? That was sick. He had a couple of really big.
Let's call him Ardarius Washington.
I think it's. I mean, I could be completely mistaken.
Chat, look up the Baltimore Ravens safety from 2024 to 2025.
Chat.
Not named.
Yeah.
Kyle Hamilton or Marcus Washington. Marcus Williams.
I know. Marcus Williams definitely got.
Dude, yeah, I would say we need an interior offensive lineman,
Big time.
1 to 2 pass rushers, and then a safety and a linebacker.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot. I don't know how much we're getting. And actually, I didn't even check. Did you even know that the combine was this week?
Only because of part of my take.
Yeah, that's how I found out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had no
Dude,
idea.
the combine means like nothing to me anymore. It's kind of sad. I don't know if it actually diminished or if I just got older, but I don't give a shit anymore.
Yeah, I have way less time than I used to have on my hands. To be
Yeah,
watching,
it really is.
to be watching 7th round draft picks 40 times.
Yeah, that's true. I also got into soccer, and like that's happening at the same time of the day.
I've been thinking about, dude, you're talking about getting into hockey. I think about getting into soccer. I think I need to just, dude, right now. I was
Get into soccer. It's all year. It's the best.
Yeah.
Like, and not that it makes a difference or matters, but you learn a lot of different people's names from different nationalities.
Dude, when you just live in the diverse community that is Gaithersburg, Maryland, that's just, I just call that my day to day, dude.
I live in Ohio, so
Sure.
yeah, go ahead.
I was taking my daughter out of the car, and so like I mean, she's a baby, so I try to talk to her in Spanish because I can speak at the level of a baby.
You don't do baby talk, do you?
For sure, dude. I have a baby. What do you mean?
I was curious.
You mean talk to her about like P&E ratios?
Well, I don't know. I mean, they say like, yeah, like I know everything. Yeah, I could talk all day about P&E.
I mean, dude.
But they say like,
do you talk baby to your dog?
yes. This is what I'm getting at, though.
Yeah.
Is I intend when I do have a child to talk to them like a human, Because they say that if you talk to them like an adult, they pick up language faster.
Hmm.
Although you're speaking bilingually, so you might be
Yeah,
like hurdling that anyway.
it's the opposite. They say it takes longer to figure out language if they're learning two at the same time. But I'm like, an extra 2-3 months for her to start talking to have a lifetime of bilingual. Well, that's a trade off
Yeah.
I'm willing to take. Yeah,
Obviously, they're going to learn at a slower rate. They're technically hearing less English because
Yeah.
it's being supplemented with Spanish words. That's all
Exactly.
well and good. And that will also confuse them. But did my dad tell you, like, just keep pumping the
Yeah.
bilingual?
Dude, your dad was a proponent. He was the one telling me that they'll developmentally get a little slower. My parents came over today, and I was watching the news, and so I was like flipping between Fox and MSNBC, and Mark's like, I put on MSNBC. He's like, "Do you watch this just to piss yourself off?" I'm like, I mean, not really. I'm like, I'm trying to like for me, like the news is so it's so crazy. And I'm like, I just want to hear what everyone's thought because it's funny, dude. Like we're flipping back and forth, and I'm not joking. We watched the exact same clip, and then watched the Fox News response and the MSNBC response, and it was crazy. So I'm just like, look, I'm just here to be entertained. I'm not actually here to be informed.
That's a good way to look at it then.
Yeah,
My dad, like, genuinely puts on MSNBC as a way, as he says, to stay, like, unbiased.
my dad says the same thing, but he literally.
Yeah, I do both. I do NBC in the morning, and I do Fox News in the afternoon.
But
I don't
again,
know, dude. Like, I don't know for me, because I never liked Stephen A. or Skip Bayless and that era of, like, sports media and ESPN, that it doesn't, like, that's basically what Fox News...
it's crazy, dude. No one even talks about that. But the news, like politics, has literally turned into what sports was, and it's kind of the same thing for me. Like, if you're basing your political opinion on what Sean Hannity has to say, that would be like the same thing as basing who you think the best quarterback in the league is based on what Skip Bayless says. It's like, look, I'm certainly here to be entertained. I certainly want to hear what everybody's thoughts are. But if you can't form your own opinion, like, I'm sorry. You gotta.
Dude. But then I hang out with Marissa's brothers, and they are so attached to Colin Coward's opinion. It's like, they're listening to Colin Coward. They are hanging on his word.
There's certainly people who make intelligent decisions and can articulate things well. But again, if you can't like really form your own opinion on what you think, then I can't help you. I really can't help you.
Dude, beyond.
Dude, Colin Coward though, he's got a lot of good to say.
I it's kind of like what you're saying. It's just like, just take it at face value and be entertained by it.
Yeah.
And then try and do like some deeper critical thinking on it. Which, like, totally get that. If you want to take Sean or you want to take Tucker or whoever else,
Yeah.
and then be like, this is a chuckle. Let's dive a little deeper, or let's just kind of throw away his words. Like, that's one thing.
Yeah, no, I'm with you 100%. Dude, back full circle though was taking my daughter out of the car, and like I do talk baby talk to her. I talk baby talk to her in Spanish a lot, and so I'm taking her out of the car, and it's like super early in the morning, and I'm like, "Hola cosita linda, hola cómo está?" And so I'm taking her out, and this woman's walking by. She's like, "Oh, hola," and so like I live in a very Spanish neighborhood, and so I'm like, "Oh, hola cómo estás, buenos días." And she looks at me, she goes, "No Spanish." And I'm like,
She started it, right?
yeah. I'm like, "No hablas español?" And she looks at me, she goes, "I'm Indian." And I'm like, "Oh," I'm like, "I'm so sorry. I'm very white. Like I'm speaking
Yeah.
Spanish to you." I was speaking Spanish to my daughter because she's like half Spanish, and I said, but you said hola to me, so I assumed that you were speaking Spanish. And she's like, "No, I'm Indian. I can't speak Spanish." And I'm like, "Ma'am, we already covered this."
You really should have started with hello.
Yeah,
Would have been a lot easier.
yeah. But I felt terrible. I was confusing Indian people with Spanish people. Which I told the story to Natalia, and she said that I do that all the time in public. Like if we're in public. Again, dude, I live in a pretty Hispanic area, so if I bump into somebody, yeah. If I bump into somebody at the grocery store, like Costco, I'll be like, "Oh, like lo siento, right? Like, perdón," and like, But she says that a lot of times that I will say like sorry or excuse me to somebody in Spanish, and she's like, that person was not Spanish at all. I'm like, I'm not.
Yeah, you should probably not do that. I feel like you should default English general.
I want to talk to people what they want to be talked to about.
It's my brother sending me a Snapchat.
Dude, who's in a wheelchair?
I don't know, Maryland Terp fan that's getting wheeled out after a fucking buzzer beater loss.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's a tough one, dude.
Was it at Maryland?
Yeah.
Did he go to the game?
Yeah, he did actually. He did.
That's sick. Oh, well, it sucks they lost. But, dude, Maryland basketball games are really, really cool to go to.
Dude, they're so lit. They're so much better than Wizards games, too.
Dude, Wizards games are so bad.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and say that the NBA is really becoming a bad product. It's terrible.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. Get into the NHL.
Can't do it.
NHL is sick.
I think my new sports calendar is going to be obviously
Soccer.
Football. We'll see. I think what currently is going to be.
Do you have
football.
a team you're already lined up with?
Soccer? Nah.
Liverpool.
I refuse to root for anything English.
What the hell are you talking about?
Dude.
What, are you going to root for DC United?
Liverpool?
Yes.
I'm going to tell you,
The Reds.
Way too many Americans died for me to support anything British.
None of them died because of English hands. Well, I wouldn't say because of, but in England, none of them died in Liverpool.
Oh, no. But
unless it was food poisoning. Bayern Munich off the table.
I probably wouldn't see myself rooting for a German team, but dude, I'm way too 1776 to be going British support.
Aren't you Irish?
Dude,
You're Irish.
Technically, on paper.
Dude, Liverpool and Ireland are bing boop neighbors.
Maybe I'll find a nice Irish team to root for.
I can name you the only two, and they're still getting their asses whooped by Liverpool.
I'm not down. I'm not against being an underdog supporter.
All right, you got Celtic. You know 'em.
Oof.
Yeah, so Boston.
Yeah, it's
and then you got the Rangers.
Wait. The teams in Ireland are the Celtics and the Rangers?
Yes.
Oh. I thought they had way cooler names than that.
No.
Maybe I'll root for Barcelona. FC.
They're better than Real Madrid, but it's not ideal. The thing is if you root... so I rooted for a Spanish or a soccer team like...
Wait, time out. Before you go into this.
5 years ago.
Time out. I'm interjecting.
Yeah.
What made you pick Liverpool?
Bradley. My brother was a Liverpool fan.
What made him pick Liverpool?
His roommates in college were Liverpool fans.
What made them pick Liverpool?
I don't know. It doesn't matter. Either way, you're going to pick one out of 6 teams in England, and it's going to be random.
No way, dude.
And it doesn't fucking matter.
I'm telling you, dude.
Unless you know the teams going into it.
Your boys just... I'm a little too 1776 to be...
Alright, well then soccer's not for you. Watch basketball. Waste your time with the San Antonio Spurs.
Maybe I'll find some nice like Slovakian team or like a Lithuanian team. They probably got some. Or maybe I could support a Croatian team. I would do some independent research. Actually, what I'll probably do is just get a dartboard and a map, and that will be my team. Actually, no, dude. No, I'm not getting into this because what I'm going to do is I'm going to get into
go Italy.
Italy would be pretty cool. That would be a pretty cool team to get it. Because, dude, if you think about it, Portugal would be a cool country to get behind.
Portugal is a very cool national team to get behind. Their domestic league has some good teams. I mean, they got Benfica. They're pretty solid. They got Porto. Porto is pretty solid. It's pretty much just those two teams. I'm definitely getting flamed by our Portuguese listeners because I'm forgetting one or two.
Oh, dude, the Portuguese are probably going to be having a field day with this episode. Well, so I think I'm doing the math in my head, and like I can't go a Spanish team because like I already have a Latino wife, and people are going to start thinking that I'm just doing a bit. And it's
Although
like,
she probably loves Barcelona, being that she's Hispanic, right?
she could not care less about soccer. Like,
Cousins like Barcelona.
you know what? I'll
Actually, her cousins definitely like Barcelona or Real Madrid, but probably Barcelona.
I'll do some research while I'm down there because Colombia has their own team, or her hometown has. I mean, obviously Colombia has their own.
I'm basing
soccer.
so Liverpool has Luis Diaz, who is Colombian.
Oh yeah, he's very popular.
Yeah, he's team captain of Colombian.
Yeah,
Dude, more reason for fucking Liverpool. They have Luis Diaz.
I'm more of a James Rodriguez guy.
Yeah, he played for
Dude,
Real, or actually he played for Real Madrid.
When we were watching the Copa America, I'm like, who the fuck is James?
James.
She's like, oh, you mean James? I'm like, oh man. Actually, so that makes so going in a different direction. Are you going to support the Columbus soccer team once you leave Columbus?
I didn't really support him while I was here, so I can't say I will strongly. But yeah, I will. Yeah, they'll be my team.
Okay.
I mean, like it's kind of similar. It's hard to get rid of your localism, my localism,
Yeah,
where I still feel like a fondness for DC United.
that's fair.
Yeah, big time.
That's fair. Yeah, I don't soccer. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get into, but
Well, it doesn't seem like you're willing at all. So
you know what? I do think the best thing about soccer is that it comes on at like 9:30 in the morning.
yes, I
That's
will
awesome.
say there are like 3 really good selling points of soccer, and you name one. It
What
comes
is
on
it?
it comes on between 7 and 9 a.m. in the morning on weekends. They play on weekdays. So Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays.
In the morning?
No, those weekdays are going to be in the afternoon. They're going to be like 2 to 3 o'clock in the afternoon
Okay,
because they're night games for them. So they're like 8 o'clock for them.
makes sense.
Number 3 is no matter what, unless it goes to extra time, which is very rare, no matter what, games are 2 hours long.
Yeah, that's huge about soccer. That you know exactly what you're getting into as soon as you
You
turn
get
it on.
45 minutes of the first half, 15-minute halftime, 45 minutes. You get, if this game starts at 9:30, you know it is ending at 11:30, and you can make plans or go to the grocery store, whatever
Yeah.
it is they have to do, you can do 2 hours later. It's
You know
a
what?
huge selling point.
That number 1 and number 3, because the weekdays are pretty relative. Because like 2 o'clock, I'm like working and stuff. But
Yeah.
like,
That's how I got into Liverpool, was COVID, and they were playing during
Yeah.
the week.
dude, so I would say COVID was the biggest that I got into soccer because they were
They were the only
first,
ones playing.
They were the first sport back. Yeah, so I watched a lot of soccer when COVID first hit.
Yeah.
And then as soon as the other sports came back, I completely gave up all of my alliances to soccer.
Well, I couldn't take NBA and the bubble seriously down in Disney World.
I mean, basketball is the only sport I feel like you could play in the bubble. Because, dude, looking back on it, dude, the NFL played an entire season like in a bubble. That was really, really weird.
Yeah, remember when the Ravens would like ask you to pay money to
go,
like have a fan cut out
yeah, had,
like
like a
in the
virtual-
stadium?
Yeah. That was
Yeah.
very strange.
I have to say I considered it for a half second.
Dude, did you have you seen the NBA live cast on VR?
No. I've seen like a bunch of sporting events and shit in that Vegas what's it called? Like the Eclipse or something?
The dome, the big circle thing.
It's like the thing where you're basically sitting and like you're sitting at the bar, but instead of looking forward at a TV, you're like looking at a panorama of the field.
That's really I'm not familiar with that. That's
Yeah, it's almost like you have like sideline seats, but you're just sitting in a bar.
That's well. So this is the exact same thing, but it's like sideline seats. It's like so the NBA. I think it's called. It's not live cast, but it's like NBA cast. But dude,
You
you
might be
literally-
saying the same exact thing.
no. This is virtual. This is like VR from like a VR headset, and you put on a VR headset, and it's just courtside. You looking around. Like anywhere you look at, you're watching the game. And I'm like, I told Italian, I said, dude, I had to go to the Apple Store twice in the past 2 weeks, and if I had $3,500 just sitting around, I would buy one of those Apple VR headsets in a second. They are the coolest things of all time.
I would do it just for the courtside seats.
Dude, it's so cool. Dude, well, you can get those like on the Meta Quest or whatever the Google's version is, and those are only like I should get one of those, dude. They're only like $200. I mean, I say only, but even still,
Bro, I'll drop $200 like it's nothing. Anything under $200 is essentially groceries. It's an essential. It's an essential.
Yeah, that's true. I would need to see the price on the Meta, but dude, my boys got one of those, and they are so cool. My boys got one, and his grandparents got one for themselves, and like him and all his cousins and stuff. And they'll just go online and all play putt-putt golf with each other, like once a week.
Oh, that's awesome.
Dude, so I put it on, I was playing putt-putt, and I mean, putt-putt's cool enough, but to do putt-putt in your own living room is so sick. I mean,
so
it's
you're really like, you're in your own living room and you're like...
Yeah, it comes with these like handheld things. And
yeah.
So you literally line them up and go, whoop. But they got tons of. So he also did like this zombie shooting game, which was actually a little too intense for me. I couldn't really handle that mentally.
Yeah, you didn't get fucked up spatially at all?
No, actually, I was expecting to, because you see all these crazy videos of people like running into the wall and stuff. But you can definitely. Yeah. I mean, once like the screen went on, it wasn't as easy. But when you put them on, you can definitely still see everything around you.
Yeah, with mini golf, I feel like it's pretty low stakes. Like, you might walk into your couch, but it's no big deal. That's why it's like, I don't really fuck with anything that's like adrenaline, like shooting or anything like that. But like, if it's a concert, like I've heard of people going to like Red Rocks in them. I would do that.
Sick. That's what I'm talking about. That is so cool.
Yeah, like that shit I would definitely be down for. Like, that sounds sick.
Yeah. No, I mean... I'm told by people who are big into gaming that VR gaming's not there yet, but I imagine for my consumer level, I would be very wowed. I'd be like, this is the coolest thing of all time.
Dude, I don't know. What do you think what would it take for it to get to that level?
Do they have this place at the Tyson's Mall, and they essentially put you on this, I don't know, dude, 6 feet by 6 feet circle pad?
This like Omni platform kind of?
Yeah, and they like strap you in. So you're constantly, when you run, the thing just moves whatever direction you go.
That's kind of what I was thinking. Like, if you could basically make that into like a home unit, but instead of 6 feet by 6 feet, because that's insane, you make it like the size of the fattest human you can conjure up.
6 feet by 6 feet wouldn't be that big, dude. Just imagine you took like your arms and just went like this and just put a circle carpet down. That's all you need.
That would be 5.5 feet for me. But
you're 5'6".
I'm 5 foot less, brother.
You're less than 5 foot. How tall are you?
I'm like 5'4" if I go to the doctor.
What?
Yeah.
Dude, I never thought that. I thought you were like 5'8".
Well, the thing is you keep growing, so you keep accounting for growth, and then at a certain point you stop growing, and they keep measuring you, and it's like, oh, this is just, I am this tall.
Does the doctor still take your height when you go there?
Yeah, dude, like last week.
I feel like I haven't had my height checked by the doctor since like in like 10 years probably.
Dude, I'm going for like an allergy test, and they're taking my height and weight. They're taking my height and weight for everything. I've gotten my height and weight checked in the last year probably 4 times.
You go to the doctors 4 times in the past year?
Well, I got this asthma. I'm trying to get rid of this asthma.
Oh, that's true.
So I went and saw an allergist because I thought it might be mold. It's not. I just wasted money on that.
Allergy doctors are expensive. Although I also only go to the doctors if I'm literally dying.
Nah, I just developed asthma as a 30-year-old adult for the first time in my life, and I thought it was smoking related. So I quit smoking, and it actually only got worse since I stopped.
Wow.
Yeah.
You maybe got an asbestos problem.
I might, dude. I don't know if they test for that. Although I did have water. I think I have asbestos in my place. Because I don't know if I remember.
By the way, there's no way you have asbestos in your place. That'd be like a lawsuit.
Dude, I don't know. We had water damage in our place when we first moved in. and they put us in a hotel for a week while they aired it out with fans. And then ever since then, I have asthma.
That's an interesting timing perspective. But asbestos, I don't think asbestos is something that grows like mold does. I think asbestos is like a.
Dude, that might make sense because I tested negative for mold.
But what
I
I'm
don't know.
saying-
I've smoked every day for 10 years. 2015. Okay, I've smoked every day for 12 years, and only in this past year and a half do I have asthma.
Well, that is something to look into. But I do think that it's not. It would be very unlikely. Like asbestos isn't just naturally occur. I mean, asbestos is like a natural mineral, but it's not something that occurs just like mold or dust. Like I think you would. That'd be like saying you just got lead in your apartment from a water leak. I don't think you just get lead.
You can't just say you just got. No, that's how mold forms. Is moisture
But what I'm saying,
plus a cold and dark. So it does grow. It's an
mold does. I don't think asbestos does.
I don't really know. You're willing to bet that?
Yeah, I'd be willing to bet that.
Okay. I don't know anything about asbestos.
The only thing I know about asbestos is that apparently there was a conspiracy deep on the internet that they used to make asbestos cigarettes, and asbestos is extremely, extremely unhealthy for you to breathe in, like extremely. So they used to make asbestos cigarettes, and RFK made a big petition to make asbestos cigarettes illegal. And the conspiracy is that he got them banned so he could exclusively have all of the asbestos cigarettes sent to his house, which he smokes, and that's why he sounds like that now.
I'm so confused on why that would even... Wouldn't it make the most sense as the head of national health, whatever, to
This
not
is a
ban
long time ago.
Oh, okay.
This is a long
I was
time
going to
ago.
say, how did he get him banned then?
I think he was a big... RFK's been in politics for a long time, and dude's uncle was the president. Like he definitely.
I know, but we're just talking like general influence is what got him banned.
Yeah, I think he was probably like what are those things
His
called?
RFK's general influence,
What are those people
an
called?
advisor.
Yeah, what are the people called in politics where they like kind of just like ask for stuff to get done? They're like citizens that they come to the congressman.
I don't know. I wouldn't mind that job though. Oh man, this beer is good, but it sure is filling. I'm down to my last one beer, so.
Oh, dude, I got 4 left or 3 left. I just opened up my first one. But let me see. I need to figure out this word though, dude. It's fucking killing me.
It's like a consultant, but it's a civilian consultant.
It's a very specific word. They're called like, dude, this is gonna drive me crazy. Oh, lobbyists. Lobbyists.
Yeah, that's the word. That's a consultant. Yes.
Yeah.
They're a lobbyist.
Yeah, the word's lobbyist. That was driving
Yes.
me crazy.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I left everything. Dropped out of high school. I said goodbye to my girlfriend. And I left my family.